Why is none of this stretching working? Might be because you need to try myofascial release. If you're not sure what that is, it's using an external tool to break up some tightened fascia that runs throughout our body using something like a lacrosse ball or a foam roller. And if you wanted to learn a little bit more about that, keep on listening. So the reason you should be doing this is because the fascia, like I said, is a connective tissue that runs everywhere. It surrounds our muscles, our bones, our organs, and it's a structural support system, if you will. And if this is the reason for your tightness, stretching isn't really gonna help it because it's not meant to be stretched. So you need to use something to break up those knots, as we refer to them as. Let's say it's feeling some tension in the upper body. Typically it's the traps up here in between our shoulder blades and our mid-back. When it comes to the traps, you could use a wall. It's kind of awkward, but you could just really dig in there with that lacrosse ball until it feels a little bit better. For your upper back, you would just place the lacrosse ball between your shoulder blade and spine on the wall. And if you're on your left side, you're just gonna cross your left arm over to get everything out of the way and then just roll side to side, up and down, all around. When it comes to the mid-back though, you could use the lacrosse ball. It'd be easier if you were to set up on the foam roller. You would just lie down, hug yourself, or put your hands behind your head to get your hair out of the way, fellas, you understand. And then you would just roll up and down from there, nice and slow. When it comes to the lower body, there's a lot more like be feeling tight there, but a good place to begin would be the bottom of our feet, because the plantar fascia right here runs throughout the entire backside of the body. So kind of breaking that up can help a lot of things. You would just stand up or sit down and just place it on the foot, roll all around. You could use the lacrosse ball on your calves. You would just sit down, place it on kind of like the middle of the calf there, and then just kind of roll up and down, go side to side, all around. When it comes to the bigger muscle groups though, so our quads and our hamstrings, the foam roller is gonna be the easiest option. For those quads, you're just gonna lie down, start with it just above the knee. You never wanna go over any of your joints, just not going to do you any good. So you're just gonna go into about a plank position and then just use your arms and shoulders to roll up and down. Kind of point your toes side to side to really get all 4 of those muscles. And then for the hamstrings, you want to start just below the hips there. And then same thing, just go just above the knee and then back down. Play around with your feet so you can get all 3 muscles back there. All right. So this is definitely worth a try. You could do it before a workout, after a workout, any time of the day really. Go about 30 to 45 seconds in each area, maybe 2 to 3 times, or until it feels good. I hope you try this out and release some of that tension that you might be feeling. I think it's time for me to roll on out of here. So sorry. Bye-bye.